Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Andrew Dick. Okay, what's happening on the lovely island of St. Martin? Members of Parliament continue to get me upset. And why? Because for some reason, these members of Parliament continue to play the political football with different issues that come to the House of Parliament. Today, they had a discussion was supposed to take place between the Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport, Rudolph Samuel, and the members of Parliament concerning the unity flag. Yes, remember the unity flag? Now, members of Parliament showed up to the meeting, and of course, the coalition didn't have enough members for them to actually have a meeting. And what happened after was very simple, very straight to the point. The opposition members decided not to support the meeting. Mind you, it's about the unity flag. It's about an agreement that is supposed to be signed later this week between the French side and the Dutch side governments. But yet, Parliament continues to be selfish, like the independent members that we illegally have in the House of Parliament. Now, the meeting was opened and then had to be closed because they didn't have enough members. Member of Parliament, William Allen.
A hearty welcome to the Prime Minister, the Minister of Education, Youth, Culture and Sports, and their support staff and invited guests. It is 10:30 and we have present 6 members who have signed in. So as such, we do not have a quorum for this meeting this morning. Regretfully, we have to close this gathering and reconvene this meeting at a later time and hope by then that we would have a quorum. I thank you for your presence and I hereby close this gathering.
All right, and then shortly after, they had an unofficial meeting because they couldn't have a meeting, so they didn't have enough members. You need more factions. Because we have so much factions, you need a wide representation of members of Parliament for a Central Committee meeting. So it was an unofficial meeting and it was streamed on Facebook. I think MP Bryson decided to do it with his phone, and the members of the unity flag that know so much about it decided to give a presentation anyway. So it was an informal meeting. And then right after, a picture was taken. You see the picture? Now, what do you see besides hypocrites? Because MP Sarah Westcott-Williams in there smiling, but she didn't support the meeting so that it could be an official meeting of Parliament. MP Duncan Solange, she was there present in the picture because she wanted to show Team St. Martin, right? But she didn't give quorum so the meeting could happen. I don't understand when they continue to play politics and then expect us to be the jackasses to go like, oh, okay, it's politics. It's okay, Andrew. It's politics, even though it's about the unity flag. St. Martin is not a real place. I swear to God, it is not. If agenda point says the unity flag of St. Martin, how in God's name members of Parliament not going to support it? At least the members that weren't present or did not sign even though they were in the building. MP Heiliger Martin, who of course on Facebook had to put up the flag on her Facebook page because she had to show that she is about St. Martin and its unity flag, but she didn't sign so that it could be an official meeting. The hypocrites, and this is going to be a leader. Christophe Emmanuel, Savage Chris, the leader of the now independent member of parliament, was there, didn't sign because he wanted to show that you need my signature so that this meeting could go on. Oh, you don't have enough members? Well, I ain't giving it to you. But yet he wants to lead us now. MP Solange Duncan, who recently went independent, she was there for the picture, but didn't give quorum so that we can have an official meeting of parliament. And of course, they're going to come up with all kind of reasons why, it's not about the unity flag. I'm not against the unity flag or St. Martin. I just against government not having enough members so that they can. I said to myself, wait a minute, you getting paid every goddamn month. We paying you every month to just show up to a couple of meetings for the month. And you just, no, I ain't signing it. By here, MP Gums of the PFP, Oranyana Beaufort, of course, she didn't sign it because she said from the beginning that she hated the flag. She loves the idea behind the flag, but she don't like the flag. To each his own. Then we have MP Westcott Williams, which disappointed me the most because Auntie Sarah has been there. She probably assisted with making the flag, the old St. Martin flag and the unity flag. She probably was like, yeah, I think we should do red. Oh, no, I think we should do yellow. Let me add another star. Yeah, because that's how long she's been involved in politics. And yet, it goes to show, hypocrite. I just don't understand. You're not going to, the amount of agreements and MOUs signed on behalf of St. Martin with Sarah Westcott Williams and the French side over the years and all kind of thing. And she just ain't signed, but she was there. St. Martin, I just want you to remember, and no matter what they say, I don't care. You should have just signed and bitch about it after. Let me hear the sad stories after. But just leave the official meeting take place so that at least we can show some kind of semblance of unity, because it's the unity flag. And whether you don't like it, it's up to you, no problem. But you're supposed to be representing who? I gotta answer. Wait. Us. Ay. All right. Let me get it together now. Who is a St. Martiner? The discussion is about to start. During the radio program that nobody listens to, MP Rolando Bryson on his program on Friday, he said that the UP faction is working on some legislation dealing with persons born in St. Martin from foreign parents who do not have nationality, basically. They are going to get a permanent residence permit if it is up to the United People's Party faction in Parliament. Of course, election time is coming up, so they come in with all kind of thing, but this is what he said.
Recently I published one of our intentions, our legislative intentions, which is to actually make it that anyone born in St. Martin would get permanent residence. And I stand by that for many reasons. First of all, I can't take full credit for it. It is something that the vision of the party founder, Theo Heiliger, he said many years ago, where he's going into different districts, meeting people. And you see someone 15, 16, 17 years old, born in St. Martin, don't even have no papers. Has to go, is in school, but can't get proper this and that. And when they turn the age of 18, they can't get a scholarship. They can't get a proper job. There's no tax data. This is, borderline inhumane. In most countries in the world, statelessness is abolished. But in St. Martin, we're allowing statelessness by saying that the person that is born here should get the nationality of their mother. Now, imagine somebody, the two parents migrate here, or the mother migrates here and even is with a local man, and the child is born here. Why should that child be punished for any sort of marital situation that happens? He didn't choose that. He was born here and is entitled to, at the very least, have legal residence in the country so that he can go to school and over those 18 years, learn about St. Martin. This is where education comes into play. Learn about what St. Martin is. Be a part of the society. And at the age of 18, shouldn't be the point where, okay, you're an adult now, go figure out your papers. No, at that point, you should be thinking tertiary education, going to USM or going to the NIPA so that you can continue to contribute to St. Martin. And that is where it comes to the belonger status. I think that is something that we have to do before the end of this term. Legislatively, just to get a little technical for you, we would like to change Article 1 of the Admission and Expulsion Law, which says, okay, these are the people that require residence permit or not. And I think in there we have to do three things. One, in that law, Article 1, we need to define a St. Martiner. Very hot topic. How do you define a St. Martiner? Well, I have my opinion, I have my view on it, but the Parliament needs to come together, discuss with organizations like the St. Martin grassroots movements, like the 1SXM, and say, this is what we can agree is a St. Martiner. So that's step one. Then step two, who is a belonger? Because we don't want to alienate others. My mother is from Colombia. She's born in Colombia, okay? And I was born in St. Martin. So there needs to be also a status for those that are not born here, but born to be here and want to contribute and have contributed well in St. Martin. My mother has been a taxpayer. She's been a business person. She's now on pension. And that is a proper cycle of what we can have people as belongers. Then you have those that come to St. Martin to be part of the labor force, because sometimes migration happens. You know, we have a lot of construction going on. You have people that are going to come in temporarily, and those people then should be the third category that can apply for a resident permit and a work permit. Now, in our current law, what is interesting is that we took over the law from the Netherlands Antilles. And in the Netherlands Antilles, an Antillian was defined. An Antillian in Article 1 of the toelating and uitzetting law, the admissions and expulsion law, it states that an Antillian, someone that is van de Nederlandse Antillen, is someone that is a Dutch citizen born in St. Martin, Saba, Statia, Bonaire, or Curaçao. They also then said that those born prior to 1986 in Aruba were also classified as Antillian. After Aruba had their separate status, they now had their own status as an Arubian. But since then, we never updated our law. We became a country, and we're using the definition of Antillian in our current law. It doesn't recognize a St. Martiner. It still only recognizes an Antillian, which is based on the definition I just told you. They don't need a work permit. They don't need a business permit. They can get a sole proprietorship. Those benefits that St. Martiners should be entitled to.
Alrighty then. Welcome to the Late Night Show. We have a good one for you. I'm here. I'm here for work. I wish members of Parliament can show up for work too. We have a good one for you. Let's begin.